I want you to give me your husband. The moment she said it, the whole restaurant split open like a cut. Tables went quiet, forks froze midair. Even the chandeliers seemed to hum as if they were waiting too. My husband sat on my right, pretending his hand wasn't shaking under the table. Across from me, she stared with bold lipstick, practiced confidence, and the kind of nerve you could spot from a mile away. Everyone waited for my answer, even him, especially him. I took a slow breath, ready to speak, but the weight of everything that led us here pressed against my ribs. So before I answered, I went back to where the story truly began. I met him 7 years ago in a bookstore cafe, the kind where people pretend to read while watching each other's reflections in the windows. He was warm back then, patient, gentle eyes. A man who remembered small things and made them feel important. I thought love meant safety. And then she appeared. She drifted in like something harmless, my friend's cousin's coworker. Someone who smiled a little too long and listened a little too closely. I brushed it off. I trusted him. I trusted myself. But time is a cruel magnifying glass. He started changing in tiny pieces, never enough to accuse him, just enough to bruise my intuition. A new cologne he never wore for me. Sudden late-night meetings. A phone that was too silent, too cleaned up. People imagined betrayal arise loudly. Mine tiptoed in quietly. One night, he came home smelling faintly of rose perfume, her perfume from the office party. He lied, not well, not even creatively. But I didn't confront him. I stored every detail like evidence in a case I already knew the ending to. The truth finally arrived as a message he forgot to delete. Just one line she sent at midnight. Next time, don't say her name. He didn't realize I was the one holding his phone when it lit up. He had no idea the silence that followed wasn't shock. It was strategy. Because love ends in chaos, but betrayal ends in clarity. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I didn't ask questions. I just smiled, a smile he mistook for forgiveness. He had no idea what had already begun. Revenge isn't rage. Revenge is accuracy. So I started preparing. I copied bank statements, legal paperwork, property files. I learned the laws better than our lawyer. While he was sneaking around with her, I was quietly removing him from every corner of my future. And the best part, I never confronted him, not once. A guilty man destroys himself far better than anyone else could. 2 weeks ago, she texted me, bold, arrogant, clueless. You should let him go. He deserves someone who understands him. She wanted validation. She wanted superiority. Instead, I gave her an invitation. To this restaurant. This table. I told her I wanted to talk like women. She didn't know she was stepping into the finale of a show she didn't even realize. I'd been directing. And now here we were, her hands folded neatly. My husband trying to pretend his world wasn't falling apart behind his eyes. I want you to give me your husband, she repeated, louder this time, gathering the attention of strangers around us. I finally looked at him, not with heartbreak, but with goodbye. Then I said the line no one expected, take him. The restaurant gasped, but I continued, just know what you're taking doesn't belong to me anymore. Their faces twisted in confusion. I placed a folder on the table, his name printed across the front. Inside were the signed divorce papers, the financial transfers, proof of the affair, proof of his embezzlement, the money he thought I didn't know he stole from our joint account, and most importantly, the restraining order that would activate in less than an hour. He went pale. She blinked rapidly, finally realizing she wasn't winning a man. She was inheriting a disaster. You planned this? He stammered. I tilted my head. I planned freedom. He opened the folder, flipping through the pages like they were burning his fingers. Every line was undeniable. Every signature was his. You set me up, he whispered. No, I said softly. You set yourself up. I just let gravity work. She pushed her chair back, suddenly dimmer, smaller. Nothing like the confident woman who walked in. I didn't sign up for this, she muttered. I smiled. You wanted him. Now he's yours, consequences included. I rose from the table, my chair sliding back with a quiet grace. He called my name, voice cracking, reaching out like a man who finally understood what he lost. I didn't look back. Walking away isn't weakness. It's the final act of strength. And as the restaurant doors closed behind me, I realized something simple and true. I never lost him. He lost me, and he just discovered who replaced him, me. The woman I became the moment I chose myself.